Freedom. The word itself feels empowering, doesn't it? But have you ever stopped to ask, are we truly free? Think about it. You can choose what to eat, what to wear, or where to go. But can you control your desires? Are your choices truly yours, or are they influenced by society, biology, or something else? Today, we're diving into the paradox of freedom, a concept that's puzzled philosophers for centuries. By the end of this video, you might start questioning everything you thought about your own freedom. Let's start with a simple question. What does freedom mean? To some, freedom is the absence of constraints. To others, it's the ability to make choices without interference. But here's the catch. Absolute freedom doesn't exist. Why? Because freedom itself comes with limits. Imagine a child. If the child has absolute freedom, they might touch fire or run into traffic. To protect them, we impose limits. Are they still free? What if freedom isn't about doing whatever we want, but about understanding the limits that guide us? Philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre said, "Man is condemned to be free." Freedom comes with responsibility. The more choices we have, the more pressure we feel to make the right choice. You're free to choose your career. But this freedom can also paralyze you. What if you choose wrong? Are your choices truly yours? You may think you chose your favorite brand of clothes freely, but marketing, social pressure, and trends influence you more than you realize. A famous experiment by psychologist Dan Ariely showed that when given too many options, people often avoid making decisions altogether. Philosopher Isaiah Berlin talked about two types of freedom. Freedom from being free from oppression or interference. Freedom 2, the ability to act on your own will. But here's the paradox. To gain one kind of freedom, we often sacrifice the other. You might be free from a 9-to-5 job, but does that give you the freedom to pursue your passions without financial stress? Our choices are often shaped by instincts, hormones, and neural pathways. Hunger, fear, and love drive us in ways we can't fully control. From childhood, we're taught what's right and wrong. Imagine someone growing up in a strict household. Even as an adult, they might struggle to break free from those early teachings. Philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche argued that most people follow herd morality, thinking they're free when they're really just conforming. You might think you freely chose your career, but how much of that choice was influenced by family expectations, societal norms, or economic pressures? Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, said, "Everything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances." While external freedom may be limited, inner freedom, how we perceive and respond to situations, can be cultivated. Philosopher Immanuel Kant believed that true freedom comes not from rejecting rules, but from aligning our actions with rational principles we choose for ourselves. A musician isn't free to play beautiful music without mastering the rules of their instrument. Freedom comes from discipline. Freedom isn't about having no limits. It's about choosing which limits we accept. Are you living by limits imposed by others, or ones you've consciously chosen? Freedom is both a gift and a burden. It's the ability to make choices, but also the responsibility to live with those choices. Here's a story to leave you with. A bird in a cage dreams of flying. But once the cage is open, it discovers the vastness of the sky and the dangers of predators. Was it freer in the cage or outside it? So the next time you think about freedom, ask yourself, am I truly free, or am I just choosing the cage I'm most comfortable in? If this made you question your own freedom, share your thoughts in the comments. What does freedom mean to you? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more philosophical deep dives.